Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another trailer reaction featuring the best boys, Getselious and Sithscott.
Hello.
And we're going to be reacting to a trailer of a game that we talk too much about. And yes, we're finally reacting to Tactics Ogre again. Yes, Tactics Ogre. Let fate cling us together. We're going to react to it again and notice what we did wrong the first time reacting to it.
Got to go to the OG this time.
The OG, yes, the Black Fortress. But in all seriousness, we're going to be reacting to, if not one of the slept on RPG games of all time, Legend of Heroes: Trail to Sky. There is a remaster coming out for it, and I believe they just changed the name, called Trails to the Sky First Chapter. Not one anymore. It's called First Chapter.
Yep.
I am deeply excited to get into this. I'm going to give a full reaction to it. If you want to see more of that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell as well, be notified when I go live with content, and let's get into this trailer. Okay, we got good music. It's the Falcom logo. I'm very proud. Gun Ho.
I know those
NIS.
people. Yeah, that's a new one.
That's a new one. It's Estelle. She's back. Oh.
Yes.
Also, I love this new logo. It's beautiful. I love it.
It is great.
Whoever did the graphic,
it even has like the little clock tower gear on it too.
Exactly. You know, which will symbolize in the story later. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. I deeply. Oh god. So whoever the graphic team, you already got 5 points right here. Let's keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm absolutely gonna probably be watching this like another 4 more times.
Yeah. The origin of the Trail series. Yeah. Full 3D remake. Yeah. There's Joshua.
Yeah.
Best girl Estelle. They become bracers.
Yes.
Oh god. But unironically, this series kickstarts most of the entirety or elements of the other Trails universe, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
And even with games in the future, such as Daybreak, there's still references to this, so it's best to know your grandpa.
Yes.
And grandma, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Unironically, this looks like, with the no insult, it looks like a crisper version of the Yeast 10 or engine.
Yeah. No, I absolutely think it is that. Especially when you understand that like the Yeast 10 engine was made in correspondence with the Daybreak engine. So it's basically a mix of like that.
Also, I want to put this out there. I know you guys have probably seen my live stream, my dead audio, my horrible audio for Yeast 10. And I'll be honest with you, my mic died and I just kept playing. That's how good Yeast 10 is, okay?
Couldn't stop. Not even the technical difficulties.
Exactly. And I want you guys to know, there might be a stream in the future of it, but I want to do a co-op stream of it because that game is so good. I am surprised no one's putting it as their ARPG of the year. That is ARPG in 2024. They really should. Put it up there. But yeah, look at this. We got. Oh my god! Yo! It's an ARPG! Yes. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Joshua's all serious now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man. So we can switch. Okay, so it seems like, for the homies who want the OG style, you can play the tactics, the turn-based, or you want to smash buttons. Both. You can do both. It's nice. I like that.
Give you the option. Do you want a good ARPG or do you want a good turn-based RPG?
Yeah, oh my!
Because you get both.
You get both, yeah. Hey, it's old Zinni. It's Miss Russell. Yeah. Oh god. Brent. Yeah. But this is so good. I am so excited about this. Yep. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Good old Joshua, almost dead. Again. Well, no spoilers in that part. Still, yeah. Unironically, it is on a typical journey. This to me is one of the most slept-on RPGs that has ever been made, and I can understand why. 1, it was released on PC before Nova. 2, you have to be an RPG nerd to know what this is. 3,
yes.
3, and this is very 3. If you were able to find this game and not have a PC port, you had to, and I'm not going to advertise it, you had to go on various forms of websites, which I'm not saying those websites are forums, and get a document or a version of a game that plays on your Game Boy. I'm not telling you how to get it here. I'm not going to send no one to jail. And that's the only way you can play it. You have to go through illicit means to play the game and get a proper translation. And by the way, depending on the version you got it, they had different translations between the two.
Yeah.
They had different
You
teams
had
working
the
on
Evolution translation, and then you had the XC translation that was sometimes there because they had it on the PSP.
Yeah.
But good luck trying to find that on the PSP unless you get the Japanese port and then somehow learn how to patch it on your PSP.
Yep. So you were, yeah. And then there was, I think...
I was one of those people who had to learn how to patch their Vita because they wanted the new models and the new art to get the new Vita version that wasn't actually ever released in the US.
See, was the one that was released with Steam, but that's not the Vita version then?
No, that's the PSP version. That has the PSP art, but there are mods that people have done to bring the Vita art and CG scenes on it. So
yeah, that's the version I played. I did not have the chance to get to, and by the way, no offense to Falcom, no offense to it. It's a shame that this wasn't found out. Again, much like I say, like Jackie's Ogre, please play good RPG. There were a lot of like indie, and I do say there's a lot of great RPGs around this time period. I would say Suikoden is a great RPG series. Trails of the Sky. I felt like there was this weird time where we had like no mainstream RPGs, and then all these other companies like we're just gonna play out games, and some people found them, some didn't. Trails of the Sky. I have no idea how very few people found out about this.
Yeah, no, the Trail series didn't really get too popular out here in the West until Cold Steel, when they started releasing it on the PS3 and the PS4.
Yeah, and jokingly...
Otherwise, like, nobody knew about the Trails in the Sky trilogy. Nobody knew about the Trails into Zero, Trails from Azure. That was only in Japan at the time, unless you did the same thing of getting the Vita port and patching it on your Vita.
Yeah.
To get English fan patch, or you then had to utilize like the Google Sheets that would help you find what scene and what document you're on to find what the translation was, which I would not recommend because that is a mess.
Yeah, and some people would argue, they took that away from us. Shut up. We needed translations. I am not going to Google document just because I don't understand a joke that Lloyd said, okay? Translate it. Please.
Yeah, no, I am absolutely good with getting official localizations, even if some of the things aren't 100%. As long as there's localized. And even then, a lot of what the fan translations we got also wasn't even 100% one-to-one.
No, and I think as I joked out earlier, there was like, depending on the version you got, you get a different thing. So it's like, yeah, like there was, you can correct me. There was a translation of Trails of the Sky that made Estelle seem like a total ditz intentionally. And she's not a ditz. She's an emotionally intelligent woman who has a deadbeat oh, sorry, spoiling the plot here. Joshua is a good kid, not a deadbeat. I swear. Wink as I wink into the camera. Wink, wink.
He had a lot to improve on.
But unironically though, Estelle is one of the best written female heroines in RPG like ever, and I'm glad they're going to remaster for her game. But yeah, as a Trails fan, and by the way, as true as it is, and I think it's 100% true, that Cold Steel definitely opened eyes. I hated Cold Steel. It was the most generic anime RPG I have ever played and seen. Thank God Lloyd overcame those barriers. Because I legit stopped playing because of that. Then Scott's like, hey, there's a new Tales game. Like, oh, Trails, I don't like Cold Steel. No, it's called Reverie, it's called Zero. It's about a new guy. I'm like, is he anime? Nah, he overcomes barriers. What are you talking about? 2 hours later, thank you, base Scott. Thank you. I too overcame my barriers. Yeah. So it's like I give tons of credit for people getting into Steel and getting into the series afterwards, and I hope you guys really get into Trails of the Sky, because it is peak. And I do mean it is the most peak writing they ever done, and I love Lloyd's saga.
Yeah. So Estelle and Joshua's rise to the Bracers is probably one of the best stories. And it does continue in the other Trails series, but having the Trails in the Sky games basically focus on those two help a lot, especially when you have Estelle, who, sometimes she gets written as a ditz, but she's more just naive to the world because she's lived with literally the strongest guy in the world her entire life.
Yeah, that's
Her
hilarious.
dad is freaking OP.
Yeah, like my dad said on to pay for that. No cap. Like, no cap. Pay for this. No cap.
Don't mess with Cassius. He may look like a dork, but he's
He
he
is
is like the strongest man in the world.
literally, yeah. But it's like Estelle's character is like she like there are some Disney, but she's emotionally intelligent, and the opposite of Joshua, who he'll let you down in a way that you will never forgive yourself. And that's all I'm spoiling it from there, man. He lets you down. But in a very serious note, it's like you watch the beginning of this, how it works out, and I believe Falcom has been like in this very good kick of like remaking their games. They're remaking what you call it, Yeast Oath of Felgen. Part of me saying you remake Yeast Origins, but I'll take what I can get. And now they're remaking Trails in the Sky. So I'm like, as well as like Falcom, I had to say it politely. Ever since I want to say post Yeast 9, I want to say even post Tales of Reverie, everything cranked up. Better production value. Their games gotten better. They got this is, if you are a Falcom fan, you are in your new golden era. You're in your second golden era, baby. Because not only they're improving, they're taking it to the moon. They're not resting in laurels, man. You're getting remasters of older games that old heads are like people like us telling you should have played. And I'm not even going to judge you if you only play the remastered, because I know it's going to be better than the original. Jokingly.
I mean, we've seen that, Arts. We've seen how everything works in this game. It's absolutely gonna be like the greatest Trails probably ever.
Yeah, ever. Like, you know what? Step back, Lloyd, Reen. You go pat some girls' heads, and
I mean, what other Trails games do we get to see Estelle literally double drop kick Joshua?
Exactly. Yeah. The only part is I hope she did it with no running start. Like, just sort of
Straight up, just a standing jump.
Exactly. Like, oh god, like if anyone played Dragon Age Veilguard, right? When you play Warrior, the first move you get is the drop kick, and it's the same animation. Like, yeah. And that is my opinion. Regardless how you feel about Veilguard, that is why I play Warrior in that game, because that drop kick is so good.
Yeah. I need to make a Warrior. I did Mage.
You did Mage? I see. You the art of the dropkick will save your life, and Estelle. But yeah, I'm also again. We talk and jump into the game, but the thing is, we talk about the game. But the thing is that I can't believe they're actually implementing. Just remaster turn-based and ARPG. What are they doing? It's like this is too much work.
They have an engine and they want to use it. And
exactly.
Darn, are they using it well?
Like, a part of me is gonna be hard because, like, if let's say somehow, if it happens, Gunho or Falcom decides to hit us up and give us 2 keys, you and I have to rock paper scissors which version we're gonna do it in.
Seriously.
Oh god. But I am super excited about this game. This is one of the greatest unknown RPGs, sleep RPG people should have played if they could. And I still recommend playing the original if you can. If you're not, this is a perfect way to get in. The Trails of series of Sky, again, is one of the most peak RPGs of all time. I put it up there with Kingdom Hearts 2. I put it up there with Chrono Trigger. I put it up there with Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Quest 9, Dragon Quest 11. It is that excellent of an experience. And there's no way to get around it. This game has truly, in my opinion, for those who played it, really teach you to appreciate, this guy's at Falcom, they know how to make a good video game. They're not just little yeast memes, they don't make they're not all about that, just making, an amnesia kid run around punches problems. They got some good ideas here and there.
Hey, he uses his sword sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes he uses a sword here and there. We're all proud of him. But yeah, that is pretty much everything I can add about Trails of the Sky first chapter. I can't believe we're getting it, and it's going to be a monument when we get it through. You got anything else to add on that, Scott?
Honestly, I do. I will say that I do think them removing the Legend of Heroes, from the title is probably a good thing. We don't need the entire title of the game to be like a document.
The sad part is, I blame the light novels for doing that to everybody.
With 196 word long visual novels and crap that people make.
Exactly.
We just need You just need to make it so you can have it as, hey, this is Trails in the Sky. Hey, this is Trails in the Sky 2.
Yeah,
Simple, to the point.
yeah, the sad part is, like, jokingly, if they want to, they could probably, if they do, they could just drop it and just call the series Trails of, because we end up calling it that. We don't even say, like, no offense, Legends of Heroes, Trails into Azure. I don't say that. It says Trails into Azure. I say Trails to Zero. Maybe,
Yeah.
I know they can still, I know it's their acronym, maybe, but I think, you could drop it this time. It's a good drop. It's okay. It's a good drop.
Yeah, we'll see if they keep going with the drop or if it's just for the remakes.
Yeah. I mean, they can't fit that. With a logo like that, there's no way they can fit that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we thank you guys for listening to us ramble and talk about reacting to the Trails of Heroes of First Sky. It's going to be fantastic. This is an RPG that has been on my radar. It's one of the top RPGs of all time, in my opinion. I do honestly I put it up there with, again, the goats of like Chrono Trigger, DQ3, with Final Fantasy VI. It is that good of a game, and I mean that seriously. Even Suikoden 3, I put it up there. 1 and 2, because Suikoden series in general, except for 4. But I put it up there because it's like 4's encounter rate's too high for any normal human being. Okay, I can't. But I put it up there because this game has such a great storytelling. And even though I played this game 3 or 4 times, going through the different patches of friends who had different notes on it, I still enjoyed it, and I still appreciate the official release. Please don't hurt me, Falcom. All right.
Yes, everyone buy this game.
Everyone buy this game. Buy 2 games. Buy 2 copies.
Give me one.
Give me one. Buy a copy so you can have an excuse to play it in both modes. Like, why'd you buy 2 copies? So I have a save. So I have one pure save file for each game.
Do it.
God. The only thing is, and this is no insult to anyone else. I've heard through the grapevine that if the physical release of the game will not be handled by NIS Falcom. I mean, not NIS. It's going to be handled by Limited Run Games, I believe.
Yeah, so Limited Run Games is doing the collector's edition, and actually, I think Amazon is doing the standard editions. So
Yeah.
that is interesting to note. But yes, Limited Run Games will do the collector's edition, so we won't see that thing for like 3 more years.
Yeah, good luck. The sad part is I thought it would be done by the NIS store, and simply because NIS has been such a partner producing the last couple of games for them.
Yeah. Plus, we have some qualms with how NIS does their collector shipping, but at least I get the game the year it's made.
and NIS, to be fair, and I say this, compared to everyone else in the market space, politely, NIS has probably the best prices for collector's edition to any game I've ever seen, compared to everybody else. They give you so much for a collector's edition, it's crazy. So
the Ys 10 Nordics one is ridiculously awesome. Like, you get a bag with the art book with the soundtrack and everything.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I only got a digital version of the soundtrack because I'm playing on PC.
Yeah, that's the problem with PC.
Yeah.
The one problem of
The
PC.
one problem, yeah. But honestly, thank you guys for listening to everything we talk about this game and more. If you haven't already, be sure to wishlist, save the game. Any way you could just put it on your radar. Trails into the Sky first chapter. It's coming out this next year fall. Get it wishlist it any way you can. And thank you so much. Let's ramble, talk about this game. We really are huge fans of it, and we want more people to try this series out. And again, this is not some like, oh, dude, you're a dude. I love Square Enix. Dragon Quest 3 has taken over my life. Everyone can notice that, okay?
Look at the Steam stats. No,
look at my Steam stats, exactly. But in a very serious note, I really do feel like I'm very happy that other RPGs that may not got the shine or have a smaller fan base now can get a chance with a remaster, because more people are going to get into it. I want you guys to try it out. I guarantee you'll love this game. I guarantee it.
You will.
You will. And with that, you know you will also do for us? You will also subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you'll be notified as we go live. And be sure to follow us on at Twitter at Getselious and Blue Sky at Getselious. And you can follow Sithscott on Twitter at Sithscott and on Blue Sky Sithscott. And without the way, we hope you have a good one and enjoy your adventures. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.